Hello, everyone, and welcome to Minor League Esports presented by APM Music. I'm the Dom Diggity. Joining me here is Bearded, and we've got an exciting matchup here for you today with the ML3s, Sabres, going up against the Foxes.
We most certainly do, and with the Sabres right now, with the record that they have, looking as a guaranteed favorite going into this, we're really curious to see what the Foxes are going to do in order to see something different from the 11-29 regular season record that they have going into this tonight.
Yeah, for sure going to be an interesting matchup here, but, you know, the Sabres are favored, I would say. Who knows, though? Underdogs with the Foxes, anything could happen.
I mentioned it last time, I come from the Dodgers, and in our season, the twos, we made it to the playoffs, and I think we started off at like a 0.18% ratio. So never count anybody out. The underdogs could always come from the top. And I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction that the Foxes will take this, and we'll see an upset just because I like the underdog story. Let's get it going.
All right. Yeah, everybody does love an underdog story, but I will predict the Sabres to bring a little balance. You know, don't want to cast or curse anybody here. So, again, anything goes. ML, good gameplay here. A lot of talented players on the field, of course. But who do you have your eyes on in terms of, standout players for this game?
Just looking at the Sprocket ratings alone, standing here in front of me, we've got a lot of great players, salaries ranging from the 15.5s all the way up to the 7. But in the Sabres, we have Leachy, Zera, and Zeta. And Leachy's coming in at a 16 with a solid, Zera's coming in at a 16.5 with a solid Sprocket rating of 62.45. And Zeta right behind him. So I believe that these two are going to be the two to watch. Those are going to be the goal scorers, while I believe Leachy is probably going to play that patient third. And on the Foxes, we have, Donovan, Navamati, and Badgie coming in. And once again, I'm going to say Donovan's probably the player to watch here, as I don't have stats for the other two.
All right, well, as we are done there with the predictions and everything, our game is starting right now. And kickoff's going to go over to the Foxes, but Sabres are taking possession over into the midfield. Zeta getting it down, and Zera there to score, starting us off the first 10 seconds, 1-0.
And as I said, we have Zeta and Zera, both the 63 and the 62 respectively on the Sprocket rating, coming together for the first play for a little give and go. And within 9 seconds, they've already proven to do exactly what I said they're going to do.
Yeah, starting off strong here. And again, starting off strong from the kickoff. Zera getting it over towards the midfield, but Donovan with a good stop. Now Navamati's going to take it up off the wall, hitting it to the corner, and a stop from Zera. Badgie hitting it towards the midfield, but Zeta going to kick it out mid. Donovan getting challenged there, but Leachy going to go back the other way. Zera trying to get a pass, but just a slight mistouch. And now Maddie's going to take it over into the Sabres half.
A little bit of opportunity there from the Foxes. What I've noticed every time I've come across the Foxes' point of view is they will have possession, but they will lack boosts. And although you have the ball, if you don't have the boost, there's not much you can do with it, especially at an ML level.
Yeah, that's always a tough conundrum, right? Boost over ball. What do you got? What do you go for?
Boost over ball. Of course, it's always boost. I mean, ooh, shiny. But in order to win, I said we're going to go for that ball.
Yep. And as I say that, Leachy taking a shot, but Navamati with a good save. Leachy again getting the ball back in possession. And a quick touch coming out from Zera. That's going to be another score from the Sabres.
So we saw the opportunity immediately, and then we saw both Fox players who thought the same thing. Opportunity. We saw a double commit come there, and Donovan just wasn't playing a slow enough third man role and got caught out of the position right over his head. Quick 2-0 for the Sabres.
Yeah, again, they were kind of favored come into this matchup, but already making moves. Leachy putting the pressure back on. Sarah's going to get it over to Zeta for quick control and a shot, and it's in again. Unfortunately, Donovan caught out a little bit, but that's 3-0 for the Sabres.
I love the awareness from Zera here. He goes to touch the ball, realizes that if he does, he's most likely going to hit that the opposite direction. His teammate had a much better angle, and as a result, he backs off. Most players would have just touched that ball, completely messing up that play, possibly giving the Foxes a counter attempt. But due to that awareness, now they are up 3 with less than 30 seconds in between the second and the third goal. We're going to have to see something huge from the Foxes here quickly in order for them to download the Sabres and do something different for the next match.
As I say that, or as you say that, again, Sabres putting that pressure back on. But we're going to see what the Foxes can do here with a clear, taken away from Zeta. But now Zera's going to take it back the other way. Leachy on the side, but Donovan's going to catch. Leachy with a good challenge. And we have a Rule 1 in the corner. Badgie, no boost, but going to try and get it into the Sabres have. Zeta, no boost either. Good opportunity from the Foxes, but Leachy out there to get ahead. And
wasn't he just in a Rule 1?
He was in a Rule 1. I don't know. I didn't see.
I think we're going to see some instant karma here. Somehow, Leachy is the one who scores that. I was expecting the Zera and Zeta combo. I was going to say the Foxes picked the wrong two to double up on, but Leachy comes out of nowhere and scores. I'm going to predict the Foxes turn around and get a goal here. A little bit of karma. Let's see.
Yeah, that Rule 1 break, you hate to see it, but you know, we're going to see if that, again, like you said, the karma could pay off for the Foxes. So now we have pressure already going into the Sabres half, but Badgie's going to kick it out over to Donovan. Donovan's going to get it up. Nova Maddie's going to take possession, flying in. Badgie, again, a lot of back and forth here from the Foxes. Good little passes. Donovan getting a shot towards the middle of the backboard, but no, going to get cleared out from Zeta. And a pass over to the middle. Zera is there for the score.
Now, most people heard me earlier say, you know, looking into the next match, and they're probably looking at the score going, there's 3 goals and there's plenty of time. But I don't think that the Foxes are going to have what it takes to realize what they need to do and make those changes in the same match. I do foresee a different match too, but right now I'm not sure if Foxes can even get another goal before we head into that match too. And as I say that, Badgie comes in, almost putting it in the bottom left. They're having to stretch just to get that. The pressure's still on, and Donovan misses again. Oh, I think the pressure might be over here. Zeta is heading back towards the Foxes side now. We have a double commit from Badgie and Donovan. Zera with the possession, nobody there to come back for it. And we see the pressure heading back toward the Sabres end now as everybody's forced to rush back.
Yep, and again, Foxes trying to make those changes. Maybe, again, 5-0 is tough to come back with only a little over a minute left, but, you know, they'll see if they can maybe get some momentum, get some goals going to the next game. As I say that, the Sabres are putting the pressure and getting another goal. Great pass from Leachy to Zera.
So, as the captain of my CL Night Squad, what I would be telling my boys right now is it's not about getting 6. It's not about getting 5, 4, 3, 2. No, it's about getting 1. If we can just focus on getting 1, that means we have cracked their defense, and that means that they are not unbeatable. It all starts with that first goal, and if Foxes can get that, they can get a little bit of confidence in them. And as I say that, I believe Donovan passes up the really first big opportunity I've seen in a while, and this might be a 7-0 as a result. Actually coming in with an amazing save there, but Zera's not going to let the pressure off. Oh, pre-flip off the ceiling and barely misses it, but the pressure is still here. I see another goal in the future here for the Sabres, and Badgie stops it right beforehand.
Yeah, Sabres again still keeping the pressure on, and Leachy getting another goal. We might have an opportunity for Brazil at least here.
I did call it. That is the 7th goal. With 25 seconds, I'm going to say that the Foxes will be able to hold them off. I don't foresee them going to 8. Do I see the Foxes getting their first goal? I sure hope so, because it would be nice to see the momentum shift before going into the next match. But at this rate, we will say.
Yeah, looking a little rough there for the Foxes at the moment, but Badgie trying to get it out of their half and keep the pressure on. As I say that, Zera's going to get a flick over to Zeta off the backboard and a mistouch, but Leachy keeping it on in the middle and open net. Look at that. We do have a Brazil.
With 0 seconds left on the clock, you almost wonder if the players here said, hey, why not let them have it? Or, not to take any away from the Foxes, maybe they earned it. Maybe this is exactly what we needed to see going into round 2.
Yeah, like you said, the Foxes do need that momentum going in. The Sabres put on an impressive showing there. They had 15 shots to the Foxes 5. We obviously saw those 7 goals there, but a lot of assists coming out too. 6 out of those 7 goals were assisted by Sabres players. So a lot of goal participation, a lot of, teamwork going into it. What do the Foxes need to do to bounce back?
And I was just about to go into this. I think those assists say a lot about why the Sabres are winning. The Foxes are not able to get the touches that they need. They're putting on the pressure, but let's be real. The pressure is coming after the Sabres already have the ball, at which point they're able to give it away to another player, do something where it beats the Foxes players. The Foxes need to be in the Sabres' face. They need to be up there causing that first touch to not be ideal, at which point the second man can come in, and we seem to see a little bit more teamwork, a little bit more aggressiveness out of the Foxes, and I think that the second match will be just that if they've realized it themselves.
Yeah, we're going to see if, like you said, hopefully they can make those adjustments and do what they can to bring back the series again. That was just game 1, starting fresh here. They can 0-0, so anything can happen, of course, but again, it's an underdog story, so we'll see what the Foxes can do to maybe fulfill that.
I would love to take it to a game 5. I have another series tonight at 8 p.m., but I'm looking forward to all the casting I can. So if Foxes could go ahead and speed it up and get it together here and give me another 3 or 4 matches to cast, I will happily do so.
Absolutely. And Zara coming in, getting the pressure the Sabres had last game, but good breakout from the Foxes. Maddie getting challenged, but again, challenging again one more time. Breakaway from Donovan, but no, Zara's there to hit it back. Now Zeta's getting it up towards the middle. Leachy down, but it looks like a triple commit coming out from the Sabres. Now Donovan got the car, and a demo coming in from Nova Maddie. Donovan scores. That's 1-0 on the Foxes.
And right away, we have the pressure from the Foxes. Dom, what did you notice about Nova Maddie and Donovan this match?
Yeah, I mean, so far, again, they're kind of getting good spacing, good rotation. They're controlling the ball a little more, but their 50s there helped them out a lot. So, we're going to see if they can continue that going in. But Zara, wow, just proving me wrong with a crazy air dribble, and that's the equalizer from the Sabres.
So there's that first touch that I talked about. Zara had nobody in his corner, nobody pressuring him, and as a result, that first touch went exactly where he went, and the second touch comes easier when the first touch is perfect. They need to not let them have the space. Zeta and Zara have been there. They're the 60 Sparket players that we talked about in the very beginning. They have to shut them down and force Leachy to come in and do something else other than be a passive third man here.
Yeah, like you said, you don't want to give too much space to the Sabres, or they're gonna make a light work out of you. Good block there from Nova Maddie, trying to get the clear, another 50. Again, keeping it out of their own half, but Zara's going to take it up the wall, get a pass towards the middle towards Leachy, but no, it's off the corner. Almost a miss coming out from Zeta, but Donovan's going to take possession now, and it's going to go into the corner. No, Nova Maddie unable to take the ball, getting demoed. Now Leachy getting that pass towards middle, but Zara getting it back towards Zeta, popping it up towards Donovan and Leachy. A good block, but the Sabres again getting a lot of good pressure coming into this game.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, both Donovan and Nova Maddie were rocking the Dominus earlier with their teammate Badgie. If you've noticed now, Donovan and Nova Maddie are both in the Octane, a little bit of a chunkier car. 50-50s can go your way a little bit easier. You can be a little bit more aggressive, a little less accurate than on the Dominus, which has a smaller hitbox. And I think they're feeling a little bit more comfortable. I myself, I do play around with every car. I own every single car in the game as a collector, but not all of them are my bread and butter, and not Octane is my bread and butter. Immediately, they took the first goal, and I'm hoping that this car change will allow them to keep the pressure up, but Leachy had something else different to say about that.
Yeah, again, The Sabres and Foxes, the Foxes were playing pretty well there, but the Sabres too strong. Leachy getting that quick goal and catching the Foxes off guard, but the Foxes are going to look to respond here as Donovan's getting possession. Now Nova Maddie getting it up top, going towards the net off the wall, but a good clear coming from Leachy and Zeta. But Badgie there to kick it back the other way, trying to get it towards mid, but no boost to do much with. This challenge coming out. Zara going towards the middle, just going to slow it down and Doomsy dish it for the goal.
So there was a little bit of miscommunication here. We had Badgie on the right, Donovan on the left, and it was looking as if Badgie was going to get the pass off to Donovan. Badgie was not able to. Nova Maddie said, well, I'm here. I need to go for this, but Donovan didn't bother to hop out of there in time. And as a result, as soon as it went over Nova Maddie, now we have a 3-1.
Yep, and the Sabres again trying to continue what they'd had from the last game. All those goals, all those shots, the pressure. But the Foxes now they're getting into adapting. Donovan with a quick pass, but blocked for the shot from Badgie. Now Leachy's going to get it over towards the middle. Zeta up, but missing that pass. And we're going to see what Nova Maddie can do, slowing it off the wall. And a dribble over one, and a pass over to Donovan is going to get them the score. Only down one, 3-2 in the Sabres.
Now, this is a perfect example of what we were talking about earlier. Nobody gave any pressure to Nova. They said, here you go, take it, do what you want to do with it. And he said, oh, okay, I've got time, I've got the ball, and I've got the boost, and I've got a teammate sitting right in front of your net. Why don't I? If we can keep seeing this between Nova Maddie and Donovan, I do think they can climb back. I even think that we're going to see the lead from the Foxes before this match is over. Will it result in an overall victory? I'm not sure yet. I think they're figured out what they need to do. It's just, can they continue to do it?
Yeah, that's always a big question. What can you do? Nova Maddie says, I can save this score, but Zeta's going to slow it down, and Leachy quick in for the touch. Another good challenge coming out from Leachy. But Nova Maddie's going to take possession. Zeta, again, kicking over towards the middle. Leachy up as well. It looks like they're trying to get some bumps in there, but clear coming out and save from Donovan. Now Nova Maddie getting it over to the corner, but a good clear coming out from Zara. Badgie going to get it over. Teammate got demoed, but another one waiting in the middle. And slow clear, but Nova Maddie kicking it towards mid to Donovan. And no, that's going to get blocked out from Leachy.
A little bit of confusion there in the corner, but it's not stopping the Foxes. They got to go ahead and keep the pressure on. With 37 seconds left, they have to equalize. They have to let the Sabres know that you cannot get another goal on us. Badgie to Donovan. Donovan to the goal. Zara has nothing to say about, or has something to say about that. Badgie is going to go ahead and eliminate the goalie and see if you can say anything after that. Badgie's coming in now. Donovan with the pressure on the goal. A whiff. Nobody's going to be forced to push back, grab the boost, and see if we can get a reset. With 15 seconds left, they have one last final push.
Yep, looking a little grim here. Gonna have to take it across field, especially with that pressure coming out. A miss from Donovan, but a pinch. Oh, almost a goal in. Badgie's gonna try and keep it up, but unfortunately unable to. The Sabres are gonna take game 2.
You know that Donovan is kicking himself for that one. There may have been a very small chance that they were able to do anything, but a small chance is better than no chance. And with a whiff coming out, you can tell that they were feeling the pressure. But they're feeling the pressure because they feel they have a chance. If they didn't feel they had a chance, they wouldn't feel any pressure. So I think going into the next match, we're going to see a W. I'm confident. I'm going to call it right now. We're going to see a W from the Foxes next match.
All right. Well, anything's possible. The Foxes, again, like you said, did look a lot better that game. They were feeling a little pressure, but they knew that they had a chance to get the dub. The shots coming out were almost even this time. 7 from the Sabres, 6 from the Foxes. Really, all it came down to was that one goal. But, again, don't count the underdog out. So we'll see if your prediction is right, or we'll see if, the Sabres can, again, keep their pressure up, keep getting the dubs on their side.
I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I would be surprised if we saw a sub right now, especially after the pressure. This is it. If they lose this, that's the end of the series. But if they put a sub in who hasn't played at all whatsoever, that could ruin the synergy that they have worked on up until this point. So it looks like that is going to remain Badgie, Donovan, and Nova Maddie, Zeta, Zara, and Leachy. Can they come back? Can they do the start of the reverse sweep? We're not even going to talk about the reverse sweep, right? That's 3 matches. We're going to start with 1. Can they get 1 and go from there?
Yep, that's right. And as we start off here, Leachy going to kick it over into the other side of the field for a pass for Zera, but, good challenge coming out. Now Nova Maddie with possession, but challenged from Zeta as well. And again, trying to get that pressure back towards middle, but a good block from Badgie. Going to kick it up to the wall for Donovan. Zera's going to take the boost, though, in front of him. And Donovan, no boost, unfortunately unable to get the challenge, but a double commit coming out from the Sabres. Zeta almost getting a pinch on that pass there, but Donovan kicked it over towards mid. A good save coming out from Leachy. And again, the Foxes are looking to keep those adjustments and some of that momentum coming in from last game. They know that they can, put up a fight against the Sabres.
I'm seeing a lot of rotation going back with the ball. That's going to cause confusions from your teammate. If you're coming at the ball, they don't know if you're going for a bump, going for a ball, or going for a goal. As Donovan said, hey, back off. I'll go ahead and do everything myself. Zera bounced it off the sidewall perfectly to him, and a long shot from midcourt. Badgie there just in case.
Yeah, great turn from Donovan there, getting the goal to take the lead in this game, but 4 minutes left, plenty of time for the Sabres to respond. As I say that, they're getting it off the backboard, but Nova Maddie's going to take it into the corner. Another challenge coming out against 2 players. Slight block from Leachy, but Donovan's up, and no, Zera's going to take it away. But again, Fox is getting that pressure. Nova Maddie, with a miss, but Donovan still getting it and kicking it over towards the middle. A pass coming into Badgie, but it is top corner, and that is a 2-goal lead for the Foxes.
In my head, I was critiquing Donovan's choice of banging this off the sidewall. He had Zera beat by a mile. He could have taken his time, got a possession, got a flick, done anything he needed to do. But what he chose to do, Badgie must have been there, must have been his duo, because he was ready. The speed at which point Badgie was up. This is not the first time we've seen them lead, because they did start the last match in the lead, but this is the first time we've seen a 2-0 lead from Foxes this entire time. I think that they have downloaded them and they have figured them out, and I would love to see them turn around and not only win this, but keep it the score that we saw from the first match, a 7-1. That would be everything they need to have the momentum and the confidence to start this reverse sweep.
Yeah, definitely. They are looking really good this game. Again, that shot placement from Badgie was something else, but again, they're getting the passing plays and the pressure, but a save from Zera is going to stop that there. And now kicking over to the middle. Zera again trying to get a touch, and Zeta, it's an open net, and they're going to get the response.
So this is almost play-by-play exactly what we saw earlier, where Nova was the third man. He knows, I have to go here, so he goes, but Donovan was nowhere in a position to get back. It is true that Nova was the person who had to go there, but I wish I would have seen him maybe shadow that, do something a little bit more patient, allowing his team to get back, because if not, well, we'll see what happens.
Yep, and now the Foxes, again, they liked what they had earlier, that 2-goal lead. They're putting more pressure back on the Sabres. Badgie getting over to the middle, but Leachy's going to kick it out to the wall and get it up for the pass. No boost to follow up, but Zeta is there and trying to get towards mid, but good challenge coming in from the Foxes. Now Zera just going to put it down low, but great save from Donovan. And Badgie's going to try and get it the other way, get the counterattack. Donovan putting it up on the wall. Badgie with a pass down towards middle, but a good challenge coming out from Zeta. Nova Maddie up for the shot, but no, blocked from Zera. And it looks like the Foxes, again, they're working and trying to get that pressure back onto the Sabres.
Moments ago, prior to Badgie just screaming this into the top right-hand corner, we saw Zera go for a bump on the goalie. I don't think that we've had to see them go for any kind of demo plays, any kind of bump plays this entire time. This, once again, shows me that not only the Foxes know that they have them downloaded, but so does the Sabres, because they are trying to do something different. They are going to have to be the ones who push the envelope now to come back from this 2-0 lead. I'm feeling good about my predictions earlier. I don't know about you, Dom, but I'm hoping to see that this Foxes, whoo! And I think they're going to see it as well. 4-1.
Yeah, unbelievable. It's like they knew that, what you were thinking with that prediction, right? But Wow, just great challenge coming out from Donovan. Again, good pressure from all the team there on the Foxes from that kickoff. So, I don't know, plenty of time. There's a minute and a half left. Could we see that 7-1, like you said, to mirror that first game?
They've been on fire. They've been doing good. Am I going to see a 7-1? I'm going to say no on that one. It would be amazing, but we would have to have Sabres just completely give up hope and start looking into the next game in order for me to see them give up 3 in the next minutes. Now, my question to you, Dom, is, right, they win this one. They win the next one. We get game 5. We get to hang out a little bit longer. Do the Sabres sub? Do they say, this is time for us to do something different? We couldn't figure it out. We lost control, and now we need to get somebody else? Or do they keep the same lineup?
I think we'll go with that same lineup. Like you said earlier, Zeta and Zera are a good duo. Leachy playing good as the third man. And, you know, I don't know. Anything could happen, though. Just like these Foxes, they're almost getting an own goal. And... you know, there's still time left on the board for the Sabres to try and come back.
So I'm going to go out again and kind of go on a little bit of a limb here and say what I think happened, right? Everyone comes into their series. Everyone's like, all right, we have to win this. We have to go. You scrimmed, you got ready, and then you show up. You go crazy, you win the first couple, and then you get comfortable. You get loose, and you're like, oh, no, we don't need to do this. We don't have to talk. We don't have to try as hard. So I'm saying that Zera and Zeta, Leachy, right, they came in ready. They came in fully primed. And then after they got a quick victory, they said, hey, boys, this is just another day in casual. And that's when they got comfortable. And you can never get comfortable in Rocket League.
That is true. And now they're, again, trying to see if they can pull back a tie, but not enough time on the board. Looks like the Sabres, or the Foxes, are going to take game 3. And again, anyone's series at this point, but good job on the bounce back from the Foxes.
Thank you, Foxes. Thank you for proving me right. I'm not going to make too many predictions, right, without knowing players and numbers and everything else. But just seeing the progression from game 1 to game 2 to game 3, your boy had it coming.
Yeah, and again, the Foxes, they have that momentum now a little bit. It looks like they were, you know, getting the pressure just like the Sabres got on them, you know, taking a page out of their handbook. They had 11 shots to the Sabres 4. So, again, the Sabres also had some good defense with 7 saves, but clearly not enough when you got a ton of shots going towards net.
And you hit the nail on the head. I was just looking at those shots, looking at the amount of just pure shot differential from the Foxes to the Sabres. You can see why they came out on top. In order to win a game, you have to score. If you can't shoot, then you can't score. So this goes back to what I said in game 1 and game 2. Foxes are getting in their face. They're not allowing them to get the touches they want. And unless Sabre has an answer for it, this is going to be a quick reversal because in that game, they looked uncomfortable. And that's exactly where Foxes won them.
Yep, that's exactly where Foxes want them. Again, reverse sweep territory? I don't know. We could see anything, but, you know, as we kick off our next match here, we're going to look to see if the Sabres can try and bounce back and also take the series. Again, they're still at that 1 game up to the Foxes 1. Leachy going to get it all the way towards their net. Again, it had that good kickoff coming in from the Sabres, but a missed touch from Zera and a shot towards the Sabres net, but no, that's just a good save from Leachy and a breakaway goal. Oh, what a good recovery from Zeta. Sabres are going to take the lead.
So I'm not quite sure what happened here. We see the classic 3-man rotation. Novamati is third, and once again, I think Novamati is just playing a little bit too aggressive as the third. You know, you need to be the passive third. You need to be ready, but he's coming in where both players are still angled and positioned in a way that's showing their car language to be moving forward. So I think he needs to read the play a little bit better, but also his teammates' card language. Badgie with a great pinch, though. Offside, over the middle of the goal. We have Donovan coming in, but he's not fast enough. Novamati's going to keep the pressure, keep it in the middle, but there's a little bit of breakdown of confusion. Zeta and Leachy both going for the same ball, allowing Badgie to get an opportunity. Will they have the time? Over Zera. Leachy coming out to bail him out.
Leachy getting over towards mid, but Badgie keeping up the pressure. Donovan unable to get the touch there, but Zera's going to try and take possession. Low boost, getting bumped out from Novamati. Badgie's up, but a good clear out. Now Donovan going to kick it into the corner, get some pressure of his own, and oh, just a missed touch after getting that block. Now Leachy going the other way, but a good block from Badgie. And Donovan's going to get a stop there. As Leachy, good 50, going over to the middle. Zera, ball is up, but Donovan with a slow touch, cleared out. Now Novamati trying to get it towards mid, and a lot of good back and forth. A little bit of a stalemate here in this fourth game.
It looked like we had a breakaway there. All three players from the Sabres were heading back. It looked like they had to get boost. I'm not quite sure if both the Foxes players also needed boost and they were unable to capitalize, but it looked like there was going to be an open shot, and nothing came of it. Now we have Donovan not able to get anything. Badgie with the pinch off the wall to keep it in, but not the touch he wanted. Zeta easily able to push it pass, and Leachy's there almost to clean it up. The pressure, Sabres have realized something is different, and they have kept the pressure. Now Leachy just hanging out in the front, just waiting for the pass back up to him.
Yeah, great demo coming out from Leachy, and a good quick turnaround to beat Novamati the ball there. Again, the Sabres, they realized that the Foxes, what they were doing to him was a little too much, so making some adjustments of their own, little, again, aggressive with the demos and trying to get a little bit of passing plays working in. But now Leachy getting the ball towards the middle, but Badgie's going to stop it. And again, a good challenge coming from Leachy, and a fake coming out, and Leachy's going to take the score.
See, all this came from Zera right here, pushing Badgie. He said, hey, you have the ball, you have no space, you have plenty of space, you can do whatever you want. But if I just push you, not even hit you, if I just get near you, you have to respect the threat that I could do anything to disrupt your play. He causes him to tap it right around the corner to Leachy, who was patiently waiting, and he didn't have to do anything else but to tap it in.
Yeah, again, you have to put the respect on their name here. We're talking ML players, very talented in their own rights. But Zera going to look again, try and keep that pressure on. They want to take this series, of course, can help seeding going into the playoffs. There's only 2 weeks left in the season, but Donovan going to try and get it towards mid, get the Foxes some pressure back their own way. You know, of course, they don't want to be losing this series after they were looking good those past couple games. A clear coming out, and Donovan going to kick it towards middle, but Zeta there for the clear.
If they take this next match, right, they're going into game 5. They have to work. They have to work harder than the next. If they could just finish it this one, that's one last match they have to worry about trying nearly as hard. But it looks like the same thing that happened. They got comfortable. Donovan, Novamati, everybody not playing together anymore. So were they, you know, rallying around each other the first game, the first win, and now they got that confidence and they've gone back to autopilot? Because we're not seeing the same team claims. We're not seeing the same pressure from both players. It's always just one person hit the ball. Okay, one person hit the ball. Okay, one person hit the ball. Where's the second man?
And just like that, you know, in the opposite direction, we're seeing a lot of teamwork coming out from the Sabres. You know, you just saw attempted passing play there. And, but Badgie is going to have it up to Novamati, who's unable to get a touch. Zeta's going to get a clear towards the wall, but Badgie trying to keep the pressure up. Also, no boost as he gets that one right there. But Leachy trying to keep the ball on the other side. Shot going towards the net, but a miss from both players. Now Zera's going to slow it down, but a good challenge from Donovan. No boost. No problem. Shot is in the net.
At ML, these players know that boost is important, absolutely. There's no doubt about it in Rocket League, but boost isn't everything. I'd say momentum is the most powerful thing in Rocket League, and Donovan had the momentum. He beat the first person, he was going with the ball, he was matching the pace. All he had to do was tap that anywhere he wanted, and he had shooter's advantage at the person staring him down in the face, looking like a deer in the headlight in the goal.
Yep, and again, there's 30 seconds left. Anything's possible. They can try and tie it up here. They're only down 2. Zera's going to try and take it into the middle, though, and get a goal of their own to secure the score, and Leachy does just that.
I understand why Donovan went here. He was trying to give his teammate as much time to do what he needed to do and get in position. But by him going there, Badgie thought, okay, Donovan's got it. I can go ahead and position for the next touch. And when he missed, he then had to go and figure out how he was going to get back and off that wall, which was not an easy task for anybody who's ever been on the side wall and get your front wheels off the front.
Exactly. And again, Sabres looking to keep that pressure up, secure the win in this series. Only 10 seconds left. Not looking good for the Foxes. And another drop down pass. No. Novomati's going to clear it out. Maybe again they can get one more goal going out back into the next game, but unfortunately, ball hits ground. Sabres take the dub and take the series.
I'm sorry to say, Foxes, we were hoping for a Cinderella story. We're still going to Game 5, right? Because MLE, we play all 5 series. But now they get to relax. Now they get to have some fun. And now they just get to play some Rocket League, which is, in the end, why we all joined this league in the first place.
Exactly. It's not much if you're not having fun, right? But the Sabres definitely looking like they're having fun out there this game. I'm sure getting that series wins helps a lot. But the Foxes, you know, they got to look back to what did they do right those past couple games before this one.
And that's all going to be, I'm sure, taken care of afterwards, right? We got replay reviews, we got in-houses, we got scrims. They're going to be able to go back. They're going to be able to break that down, look at their record and see, okay, do we have a chance to go anywhere else? Or for the rest of the seasons, are we once again just having fun? I know I've got about an hour in between this match and my next. I am itching to play myself. So looking forward to this next match, seeing just how they wrap it up. And it's been a pleasure casting with you today, Dom.
You as well, Bearded. And again, we've had a great matchup so far here in this game, in these games right here before us. Again, solid ML gameplay coming out from both teams. So we're looking to see what's going to happen in this last one as we kick off on the pitch. Novomati getting that first kickoff, but Zeta's going to take possession and getting a ball towards the back wall, but Badgie's going to try and get it out. A good challenge also well from Badgie. This goes into the corner, but Leachy's going to get a touch and try and keep it away. Gets it past one, and again, the Foxes are kind of caught in their own half a little bit starting out.
Novomati, I have to say it again, he has the Finnick on. So last time we saw them switch, they took out a dub. Can we go ahead and see if the car change is all that's needed? I know people call me crazy all the time, but placebo is very real when it comes to Rocket League. Car, a decal, a pair of wheels, they can all change how you feel and feel good, look good, do good, all the above. But when Zeta's got the ball, there's really not much else you can do. Within the first 45 seconds, Sabres already have the lead.
Yeah, unfortunate mistouch coming out from Badgie. It looked like he was trying to flick it off to the corner and get it out of the reach of, the Sabres there. But, Zeta's going to, again, get that ball in net and take the lead. And now putting a shot towards net, getting the pressure back on, and a good challenge coming out from Leachy. Zera up, and Leachy also up off the backboard. Zeta with a slow ball, but it works. A good passing play coming out from the Sabres.
This was the 3-man play. This is the epitome of what threes is all about. We have Leachy up, we have Zeta up, we have Zera up, and the pressure was there. The 1, the 2, the Foxes couldn't come in and stop the 3, and as a result, in the back of their net, 2 up with 4 minutes to go. I know Foxes came out to have fun, but we've got to see at least a couple goals out of you going into this last one here.
Yep. Hopefully they can bounce back a little bit, but plenty of time for them to do that. Hopefully, again, they can try and get some better clears, some better 50s, and for Novomati's sake, a little boost. But Zera's gonna take it over to the corner and again try and get that pressure back going towards the Foxes half.
I swear you're in my head every time I'm looking at these players. I'm like, oh great, they have the ball, they have the possession, and as you mentioned, they don't have the boost. Right now we have Donovan with 0 boost, 12 boost. We have, Novomati, who just picked up the 100 boost, and then we have Badgie, who's used all of his boost to the best of his ability and made it a 2-1 here for us with 3 minutes and 16 seconds left. The Foxes are still in this. Ooh, beautiful pass off the back wall with Badgie coming in.
Yeah, and like you said, Badgie did have boost there, utilizing it and getting the score. A great pass. So, only down 1 goal, plenty of time. And now Nova Maddie almost getting a goal off the kickoff, but good stop from Zera, and Zeta with a challenge as well. But now we're looking to see, look at these Foxes. They're putting a lot of pressure back on, almost getting a goal, but a good save coming out from Leachy. And Zera is going to kick it over towards the mid.
There was a touch that Badgie had moments ago where I do believe he had a scoring opportunity. Now, with the fact that we're in ML, right, mechanics and skills are very prevalent here. He jumped up, and when he did probably a 720 while getting to the ball. Had he just jumped, held boost the entire time without any air roll whatsoever, they would have had a goal. And now Leachy says it doesn't matter, air roll doesn't matter. I'm coming off the wall, coming off the corner, passing it to myself, coming down and shoving it down.
Yeah, just again, the Sabres are great at putting on the pressure and also getting those counterattacks, as we just saw. Only up 2 goals, however, though. Now the Foxes, we're going to see what they can do. Hopefully not get demoed too often, but the Sabres getting aggressive. They want that 4-1 record, or for this match, so again they can get as best playoff seeding as they can, hopefully get the bye in week 1. But now we're gonna have the Foxes kicking it back the other way, but a great save coming out from Zeta.
Nova Maddie and Badgie there was a little bit of 1-2. They weren't able to get it the first time. They tried again. Those two seem to be putting on the offensive force here, while Donovan's just staying back and making sure the ball doesn't go in the goal. And that's not saying that Donovan's not doing anything. Donovan's doing what he needs to do, except for maybe right there.
Yeah, speaking of doing what you need to do, Leachy doing what he needs to secure the dub, getting another great shot coming into the top right. Unfortunately, just a fast shot, hard to save those, especially if you're not already ready for it. So,
and Donovan's defense. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
In Donovan's defense, he did have Nova Maddie barreling down. He may have even considered that he didn't have to go for that goal, that his teammate was going to get bumped far before the shot was ever made. That's just not how it ended up, so he should have played for the worst case scenario, but I do like the trust that he had in his teammate.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, is without trust in your teammates, what do you have? Oh man. And just a great play from Leachy there. Just Zera, a light challenge, a slow bounce just to pop it up. Just great job on Leachy's part there to capitalize.
I think Nova Maddie took off ball cam for maybe just a split second, because if he has ball cam on there, I don't think there's any way that he would continue to go towards that corner boost. He would have known at the level they are that there's no way he's going to have enough time to get there and get back. So I can assure you that Nova Maddie had completely taken off ball cam there, relying once again on his teammates' ability to keep the ball going downfield.
Yep, and like you said, it's you got to rely on your teammates, but when the opponent's this good, it's tough. So Leachy again trying to kick it out towards mid and get the ball downfield. They want to show that they are the definitive better team, not just showing by the record, but showing by the amount of goals, the amount of shots, and of course they're just not letting up as much as they can.
Right now, we have 3 shots for each, Leachy, Zera, and Zeta. And Leachy must have been hearing us talking about Zeta and Zera the entire time, because he has a hat trick himself. Make that now 4 shots from Zeta. I mean, they were out shooting, out passing, out everything. We have 1 goal and a total of 4 shots total from the Foxes.
Yeah, now Zeta getting a hat trick of their own, and a great kickoff starting off for the Sabres. Again, a pass going towards mid, but shot is just off, and a little mistouch coming out. And Badgie's going to take the excuse me. Badgie's going to take the counterattack there for the Foxes.
Badgie with 0 boost. I was just waiting for anybody to come flying behind him and demo them. Where was everybody else at that Badgie was able to take that across more than half the field with no boost in the tank?
Yeah, and I almost thought we had another goal coming out from the Sabres there as well. So Badgie going to try and kick it towards mid. Nova Maddie trying to get one more goal for the road, but Leachy says no. As I say that, Badgie popping it up. Maybe one more shot for the Foxes, but it's going to hit the ground. And the Sabres take the series 4-1.
Well, at least, if nothing else, right, I wanted an underdog story. They won when I counted it or when I called it, and that's a win in my book. Foxes, thank you so much for giving us a great match. Sabres, thank you so much for giving us a great match. I enjoyed casting both of you, and I look forward to casting you guys again in the future.
Yeah, again, a great matchup despite what the records show. Those games, especially in the middle, were a lot closer than expected. So as we look into our next series, don't go away and join us for an AL matchup here on Minor League Esports.